Hi there, and welcome to the Little Gym Check-in call. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to stay on track to meet your online goals by using strategies crafted during this call today. To start us off, I wanted to take a few minutes to discuss what exactly is an online reputation action plan and how we're going to use it to make sure we're staying on track of your success. Sometimes business owners can get frustrated with the lack of results, or maybe they haven't had a chance to adhere to or implement those recommendations from our initial kickoff call. We are here to help you and coach you along the way, and we do want to make sure that we are coaching you for success and offering opportunities to help your business grow online as well as learn about your social presences. This call today is set up to make sure that we're setting achievable goals and can help us determine what we need to do to adjust the parameters of our action plan based on your results thus far. Basically, this is just a checkup call to align and track your success. We're going to be talking a lot about an online reputation action plan today. We are at that point where we want to start setting some online concrete goals. Now, whether your goal be to increase your online audience, increase the number of reviews that you're receiving, or maybe you'd like to increase the amount of interaction between your customers and your social presences online. No matter what your goals may be, we do want to be there to help you and assist you every step of the way. What we can start off by doing today is identifying the goal that you're most interested in achieving, and then work backwards from there to determine the necessary steps to make it happen. Your action plan should include a starting and an ending point, as well as a clear statement of what changes you would like to see happen in the meantime. From there, we can work with you to determine what's necessary to achieve that end point month by month, as well as help you design a solid plan for success and create daily action items to make sure that you're on your way to achieve it. Before we go into creating this online reputation action plan, we do want to go back to the basics and talk a little bit about why customer service and online reputation is so important to your business. Now, one of the big things we do want to address are customer concerns or customer complaints. Customer complaints can sometimes seem a little bit scary. They can give your business a wake-up call when you're not meeting your fundamental purpose, which is meeting customer needs. We like to think of customer complaints as a type of gift. It's maybe not the gift that you want to receive every single holiday, but it is a feedback mechanism that can help you rapidly and inexpensively change the way that you're servicing your customers. Businesses that do not value from customer complaints or customer concerns can suffer from really costly or negative word-of-mouth advertisement, so it's something that we don't consider taking lightly. When discussing customer complaints or customer concerns, we also need to discuss the evolution of customer feedback and what role social media has driven in that world. As many of you business owners probably remember, prior to 2000, customer feedback was primarily transferred via word-of-mouth reference. For example, if you had a great experience with a local business, you might tell friends and family members about it, tell your neighbors to check it out, tell your mom when she comes into town that that was a great spot to go, but that might be the extent of that interaction. If you had a negative experience, you might do the same thing, but again, that interaction was limited because it didn't reach as many people as it would today. As we entered into a new millennium, we also entered into an age of technology. This did lead to an exponential growth of web-based feedback, especially for local business people. Customers now had the option to email a business owner directly if they had a concern or a question, rather than just tell friends and family members about it. Customers now could also leave web-based reviews, which would go live as a testimonial online. As we progressed into 2005 through 2007, business owners started to realize the importance of online feedback and started to implement more online methods of feedback to collect these testimonials. Now, as of 2008, we experienced another little shift. We entered into this mobile-focused world with the appearance of the first smartphones. This quickly transitioned over to social sites and applications as of 2010. Now, your customers have the possibility of accessing customer reviews, testimonials, business information, your location and directions to your address, as well as your opening and closing hours, all in the palm of our hand. So now, unfortunately, gone are those days where one customer experience can only be shared by word-of-mouth reference. Now, one review, whether it be positive or negative, can be shared online in seconds and can impact potential future clients who just do a quick search for your services. When talking about customer concerns and as we address the evolution of customer feedback, it's also important to note some of the startling statistics about what's happening during that negative experience. The statistics that we're talking about today are pulled from a study composed of 300,000 people across the United States and Europe. They're not just coming from our offices. The first statistic that I do want to address is that approximately 50% of customers who share about a negative experience or concern with you in person will also share that same concern through an online review site. 80% will take it a little bit further, and they'll actually vow not to use your business again, thus directly impacting your bottom line. finally, about 75% of customers will take it one step further, and they'll actually register a formal complaint with your corporate office, the Better Business Bureau, or even request a chargeback to their payment company. Obviously, these three things are all things we want to avoid. We want to make sure that our bottom line isn't negatively impacted. We want to make sure that our online reputation is intact. And a big part of this is targeting these concerns when they happen. Another big portion of this is making sure that all of your employees are on the same page and all realize how important it is to handle these complaints when they occur. Now, when looking at these statistics regarding negative experiences, we do want to stress the fact that we are here to help you. We also want to make sure that all of your employees realize that they are front-facing representations of your business, and we want to help them take action and preventative measures against negative online feedback. A big part of this is taking these concerns and taking action upon them when they occur. If you do have a complaint occur in person, we do recommend tackling that feedback in 5 easy steps. We want to thank that customer for sharing their concern with you. Sometimes it's not very easy to talk about what's bothering us, especially when it's something that's very close to the heart. We do also want to apologize for the mistake that occurred, even if it's something that's out of our control. We do want to try and take ownership or responsibility for the situation, even if, again, it's something that we couldn't control or didn't really cause, even if it wasn't our fault. We do want to try and solve that problem for the customer, but if it's not correctable, then try and prevent that same situation from happening again in the future. If you have employees and you would like to share these strategies with them, please feel free to ask your account manager to schedule a staff training call. We're more than happy to discuss some strategies and do some role playing to make sure that that angry customer turns into a happy client by the end of their conversation with your employees. Now, for those of you who are signed on with our services, you should have received a box of marketing collateral. This is something that we would have discussed during our initial kickoff call, but for those of you who might have forgotten, we do want to remind you that you should be handing out that marketing collateral to your clients at 3 different points or 3 different parts of their interactions with you. The first part of the interaction is teeing up the review right from the get-go with a client. We want them to know right from the start, right when they sign on with you, that you are looking for that feedback because you are acting as a local business. Feedback really matters to you as a local business owner, and you would appreciate their feedback when they can give it to you. The next part of this process is handing out that card face-to-face. We want to make sure that when the customer is satisfied and we're aware that they are happy with your services, that we can hand them that card and walk them through the online review process and talk to them again about how important it is to your business. Finally, the last part of this process is following up with the thank you communication. This is ideally a few weeks after handing them that card, just making sure that everything's going okay, that they're still satisfied, and that they still are willing to leave you that online review. Now that we've talked a little bit about the back to the basics portion of this call, we've addressed the recap from the kickoff call, I wanted to quickly go back to that online reputation action plan. This online reputation action plan is a roadmap to your success. It's setting some goals, making sure that we're staying on track, just like a roadmap is. Now, unfortunately, just like a roadmap, it doesn't always show you the traffic jams or the potholes that are going to occur along the way. Because this roadmap isn't set in stone, we have the flexibility to tweak your plan as the year rolls along. Month by month, as we check in with you and make sure that we're staying on track with your progress, we want to also make sure that we're tracking your progress against your goal and that we're honest about your results. If we get your honest results, we can help you craft strategies to improve or just congratulate you on your success. But we want to make sure that we have monthly goals and daily tasks so that we break down these goals into smaller chunks. To help you track your progress, we do have a little chart built out that gives you a few suggestions for online goals. The first thing that we have listed here is how many times did you stress the importance with your staff about this online reputation builder process? So that handing out the cards at 3 different interactions, mentioning the feedback to your customers, following up with them to get that review online, we want to make sure that your clients are reminded to leave you these online reviews. And there's a few different interactions where this can happen. We also want to make sure that your staff members are helping you out. They probably have lots of interactions with your customers, and we want to make sure that they're handing out and mentioning this program. Now, if you have already begun implementing the cards into your workflow, that's great. This is the spot to track it in this box right below the first one. If you have started handing out those cards, this also allows you to track how many cards you've handed out. The next box allows you to track how much follow-up you've done. If you sent out emails to past clients and included that review link in it, this is a great spot to track that progress. If you have sent the link to current clients or new clients as well, you can track it in the box below. We like to make sure that we're staying on track with that follow-up. Now, if you've gained new fans on Facebook or Google+, you can also track it here, as well as new reviews. Those types of interactions are important on your social presences. Constant and never-ending improvement is the bottom line here. We want to make sure that your pages get constant activity to help your SEO value. There are 2 additional spots for goals that you can input based on what you'd prefer. If you'd like to talk with your account manager to craft a new goal, something specific to your business, we'd be more than happy to do so. We could also craft a strategy to make sure that we're achieving it. We are here to support your online reputation efforts, and we want to help you track your progress as it rolls along. We are continually working to help grow your online reputation, and some of the ways that we do so are by first monitoring your social presences. We will work with you to respond to any feedback that you receive, including negative reviews. Our team is also posting content onto your Facebook and Google pages to help grow your online presences. Now, we also have those cards in the website that we've built out for you to help encourage your customers to write that feedback for you online. Finally, we are here to help you track your progress to make sure that your presences, as well as your SEO value, are in tip-top shape. Now, as we are continually trying to build out resources for you, we have created you a personalized resource center. This resource center provides you with more structure, more resources, and more activity if and when you need it. We do understand that as local business people, you're very busy, and you probably might not have all the hours in the day that you need to dedicate time to your social presences. This Resource Center gives you that peace of mind that we're working for you behind the scenes with content, reputation handling and monitoring, as well as assisting you with training your staff and reputation strategy. This Resource Center is 24/7, and you should have already received a login to it. But if you haven't, please reach out to our team, and we'd be more than happy to send it your way. Now, for those of you who are with our advanced package, you might have already noticed that you're receiving content posts on your Facebook and Google Plus presences 3 times a week. We actually have a content creation team that works in-house very closely alongside your corporate team to create original content that is designed to engage your online audience. Everything that goes out to your presences has been pre-approved by corporate, and you can access a calendar of scheduled posts within that personalized resource center that I was just talking about on the other slide. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our offices. The email address and phone number are listed up on the screen. You can always try and schedule a one-on-one call with your account manager if you have need to schedule that, or if you'd like to go over strategy in detail. But please think of us as your co-pilot on this journey. We want to help you achieve that end goal, and we are here to help you get to that final destination. Thanks so much for listening in on this recorded webinar. Please feel free to reach out with any questions. Have a great rest of your day.